Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please remember, take what resonates and leave what does not resonate, because you're the co-creator, co-creating with the universe, co-creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide using your free will the life that you want to create for yourself. Okay, so for today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking into basically whatever energy is surrounding your heart chakra. So the guides wanted me to focus on your heart chakra and the deepening or the awakening or the expression of it, see what wants to creatively come through you life-wise. They also want to give you some advice on how you can also connect more to your heart chakra. So our heart chakra, my understanding of it is, it is this center chakra. It's like right in the middle of the other upper three and the lower three chakras. And it actually connects and unites everything. That's why we always talk about following the heart, because following the heart is getting all of the downloads here. It comes down here, and then also physically taking the inspired action. The lower three chakras are about taking that action, having the confidence to take the action using the inspired information you just connected to. And that's where the heart chakra comes into play. So it's very important. We need to know how to access it, use it, and trust it to the best of our ability. And that's what we're going to be getting advice on today for this reading. Just know that I will also be showing you guys the viewpoint of the oracle cards with my camera phone. It seems to be going pretty good so far, and I like what's happening. So we will be doing that in this pick a card reading as well. And I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate the growth. I appreciate the positivity all around. And continue to hit the like and subscribe to support. You have 3 groups to choose from. So before you choose that, just know that I have other series on my channel. I have the Manifesting with the Divine. I have the Wake Up Call. I have my other channel, Shantia's New Chapter. If you're interested in any of that, just go ahead and hit the links down below. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. So let me go ahead and introduce the groups to you. We have group number 1 with the aura quartz here. We have group number 2 with the smoky quartz. And we have group number 3 with the orange calcite. Let's go ahead and start our meditation. This thing is at the end of its use, just about. Here's the singing bowl. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely aura quartz, this little tiny guy here, then this is going to be the reading for you. So as usual, I will pull energies first, meditate with the crystal, then unveil your oracle cards, and then pull some tarot. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on your reading. All right, guys, what would you like me to know for group number 1? Okay, so I saw a 4 flag and a sailboat. So I feel like you guys are in a place right now where things are wanting to take off. I'm getting the sense that they want you to know, I mean, some of you may be being called to travel with that 4 is like find a home or create a home somewhere else. And in order for you to open up to a dream or the possibility of going somewhere different or doing something that you didn't do before, they most definitely want you to embrace this almost like childlike adventure energy. I'm kind of getting like Curious George. I remember I was so obsessed with this Curious George book where it taught you how to make boats. like paper boats, and I obsessively would make them over and over and over again. But there's something about this curiosity. Even Curious George, he was very curious, right? He was very curious. He would always end up getting... the thing is, he wasn't in trouble. He didn't think he was in trouble. He was totally open to the adventure. And he never... kids don't really see what they're doing as mistakes. Adults are the ones who are like, no, that's not right, or that's not right. Of course, they need to be corrected with certain behaviors, for sure. But for the most part, like, kids are very open to adventure, and they see this world as, like, vast and big and imaginative and full of possibilities. So I feel like that's the mindset that your guides are wanting you to embrace right now. It's like, be open. And this is something I think it can be really tricky, especially because that's what the Divine Matrix is all about. It's about keeping you in a box. And I think for you, physically getting outside in nature, looking at the stars, looking at the trees, looking at nature, looking at like little ecosystems, like seeing bugs and stuff like that, or going out if you have water wherever you are, going hiking somewhere, going on a trail, this might help you to open up to the possibility of adventure. So they want you to cultivate more of an adventurous spirit, to be open to what can be created for you in this lifetime. And I feel like a lot of you are just you're calling for that to come into your life. But I would encourage you, get out of your house, get outside, and beyond, because I've always been a fan of like books and movies. I, for years, used books as an escapism. And then I'm talking about fictional books. And then I stopped reading them. Honestly, I really did, because I was like, I need to participate in what's going on in my life so I can shift things. So I feel like you just need to be more engaged with what's going on in the world, not the news, not TV, and not your phone. So that's the first piece of advice that's coming through for you guys very powerfully. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah, I feel like you're not in this adventure alone. I mean, regardless, when I say alone, I do feel like there's some people who are wanting to come into your life who are just as curious as opening up to possibilities or opening up to this new chapter as you are, opening up to creating a dream life that you want. Because I was seeing 3 figures, and they're all like overlooking something, and then they moved and they morphed into something. But I feel like curiosity is going to be something you really want to embrace for yourself and allow yourself to see. There's something about like seeing over the edge. So if you think about standing at the top of a cliff, you look over the edge and you get a little curious, right? It's like, what would that feel like? So I feel like that's something that your guides want you to think about, is invite more inquiry about possibilities, about dreams coming true. What would it be like if I traveled? So I think they want you to start thinking about it. They want you to think, start projecting yourself into the future and thinking, what would it look like if I traveled? What would it look like if I did this? What would it look like if I entered into a new relationship or chose to get a new job somewhere else? Start opening yourself up to that. And I think that is very key, because so many people, I think, close off their heart and their minds to possibilities because they don't take the time to just imagine. So like, use your imagination to just kind of think within yourself, like, what would that look like if I did that? What if I, took that risk? I think they want you to take some kind of risk, because I'm getting like an edge or a cliff. But if you want change, which the guides are saying, they're inviting you, if you want a big shift or change to happen, you really need to invite or project this idea of risk or change, or taking a leap of faith would do. And most definitely imagine yourself after you've jumped, basically, after you've taken the leap of faith. What's on the other side? What have you received, gotten, achieved, experienced? Are you happy? Are you joyful? Are you excited? Are you just thinking, wow, I can't believe I took that risk? Amazing. Okay, let's see what wants to come through here. Yeah, so you guys got the aura quartz. It's quite cute, quite pink. Oops. And tiny. Hard to hold, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of getting this energy of incubation or transformation for this group. It feels quite... I don't know. I think this has a lot to do with you becoming So a lot of the desires that you have has a lot to do with you becoming the person that you've always wanted to become. So I feel like you guys are tapping into becoming more of your dream person, whoever you've ever desired to be. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Very interesting. Feels very feminine. Energy feels very feminine and very like angelic, feminine, angelic, or queen-like as well. That's what I'm kind of picking up. And it's kind of spiritual too. Is that your energy? Wow. I think your guides maybe want you to project yourself very far into the future in terms of thinking like when you've accomplished it all. They want you to think what happens when you've accomplished it all, or imagine yourself having accomplished it all. Like I'm getting like respect, people looking up to you, seeing you as a role model, respect, or just being amazed by you or amazed by your presence. It's like that feeling, you know, when people always say like, oh my gosh, Beyonce, you know, whenever she's performing, it's that feeling of like watching someone on stage. That's what I'm getting for you guys. It's like, you imagine you being that. Imagine you being your best version or whatever, a most amazing version. What would that look like? And also, what would that look like for the other person who's experiencing it? Very interesting. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Okay. Where did I put this? I'm gonna rearrange. There we go. It's like Tetris. Okay. I didn't pull. Oh my gosh. I didn't pull a lot of cards because I didn't want to. I wanted to focus the energy. And honestly, I think the tarot is going to give us some great advice. Okay, so really cool. So one thing that's pretty obvious that's coming through for you guys, there is some kind of, it says here, ritual, astrology, or chakra. So I feel like there's quite a significant shift that's happening in your chart somewhere where something's being activated, whether it's like a Saturn return or Jupiter return or Saturn return, Jupiter return, some kind of significant first house placement. Something is being very powerfully activated in your chart right now. So they really want you to take into consideration with this ritual astrology or chakra 32. You know how you've always maybe wanted to, maybe I think this is what I was seeing in my vision, this woman. But whatever it is that you've ever wanted to be here, that is the person you're becoming. You're becoming the person you've always wanted to be. And some of the placements in your chart, you know how people say, oh, a moon in Sagittarius or a moon in Libra or a moon in the 10th house does this. There's something in your chart that's being activated where you're becoming that. And it's almost like a pure essence of it. So I'm kind of getting this download that when we trust the universe, when we really work with that energy and we work and flow with it, we can empower, like anything that's really powerful in our chart can be magnified. So if you have a really good sun, Jupiter, or Mars, like if you have a really good planet somewhere, it can be magnified because you're becoming a pure vessel for that energy. And also you're just learning how to work with the flow of it. I remember when I was into astrology, I would get frustrated when I was first discovering it because I was like, what? That's what my chart says about me? Aw. And then I got into Vedic astrology and I really liked it because it started pinpointing more specifically like what our personalities are like, because it breaks down the 12 zodiac signs into 27 nakshatras. And then on top of that, you realize they have like a million charts. According to Vedic astrology, they have a chart that's dedicated to your reputation / career. They have a chart that's dedicated to who you're becoming / your spouse. So for this group, you might want to check out your D9 Navamsha chart. That's the chart of like your destiny, who you're becoming, and it's also the chart of your future spouse because we got some romance popping up here in your reading. And they're saying it's being very much activated for you. Okay, so let's go back to this reading here. You might want to check out that because there's something around your aura, your energy is just magnifying, and it's magnetizing to you certain desires. We have your needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted, kind of like Cinderella, right? So there's a wish that's being granted for you. This is so exciting. This wish is directly connected to your heart. It's probably something you've always desired for since you were a little girl, since you were a child, and this is coming true for you. I think it pretty much has a lot to do with the person you're attracting into your life, because you have your pineapple reconciliation. So for some of you, this could be a past person coming back into your life. I don't want to be one of those astrologers. Here comes a past life person coming back into your life. But a lot of you, this is just going to be like a soulmate connection. Soulmate, soul tribe, divine counterpart kind of stuff, you know. Very romantic stuff. Either way, it's going to be very positive, very sweet. But I think there's someone, it says here, mature man 5. It could be someone who had to take the time to mature in their life, and now you're meeting them because they're in that place of maturity, you're in that place of maturity, and you guys are just meeting up again, where you guys can formulate a connection together. And I think that's definitely something the guides want you to be aware of, is just maturity. Okay, what's manifesting this person into your life is maturity. It's you understanding your emotions and yourself better. And I always say, what are we here for? We're not here to like do this, have a career. We're not even here necessarily to have get married or any of that. It's like we're here to know who we are. And if we're here to know who we are, and we're here to also live in alignment with our desires. So if one of your desires is love, it most definitely is coming into your life. I think this person is going to be reaching out to you. We have your 15 message in the bottle, sliding into your DMs, calling you up. Yeah, they will be reaching out, probably the one making the first move towards you here. And I feel like it's just very sincere. This, for some of you, this could be someone who is older, maybe even 5 years older than you. Yeah, someone who's older than you, more mature. Well, not more mature. You guys are the same level of maturity. Look, when it comes to relationships, you tend to attract the same level of maturity. So, you know, if you've ever looked at people who like marry like significantly young, or like, you know, you see like a 50-year-old marry a 20-year-old, that's probably their level of maturity. Let's be honest. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about Leonardo DiCaprio now. It's so funny. Okay, so yes, we have your roses, love, romance, affection. Okay, I just want to make sure it's recording. Yeah, 1 Pisces, love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion. So, oh my gosh, you guys are going to be feeling the feels with that 1 Pisces energy. Like, your feelings are going to really dominate a lot of your decision making when it comes to this person. But I like that it's in the sign of Pisces, because Pisces is all of the zodiac signs culminated into one. So I feel like this is going to be a very mature emotional response to something. It's not going to be like impulsive, like, oh my gosh, let's just jump into a relationship. It's going to be, because it has here roses, devotion, delighted, high emotional IQ. It says here high emotional IQ. So I feel like you're going to be thinking from a place of like a lot of maturity when it comes to embracing this connection. So this person could live in another part of the world, because we have the message in the bottle, in the water, and we have this world map here. This person can be from a different part of the world than you, live in a different state, live in a different city than you. That's why the sailboat and the adventure, be open to adventure, be open to, it's like, maybe this is someone who you wouldn't typically date, right? It's someone you wouldn't typically date, or someone you typically wouldn't just meet if you walked outside of your door or went to the nearest club or something. Like, it's like, no, very little chances that I would meet this person in my neighborhood. I have to go outside of my neighborhood or online, perhaps with that message in the bottle, to meet this person. We have your trickster, transcendence, transcending conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. I feel like this is kind of the qualities that this person embodies. Is this person is unique. Perhaps they have some eccentric qualities. They're quite open-minded to just life and the way you can live it. But there's very much this ability, I think you feeling a lot more free in yourself and knowing who you are, that's helping you to align you with this connection, this person. Because you're not, because you know, isn't that weird how he's talking about marriage? We're not here to be married. Like, marriage is more of a conventional understanding of relationships. Ultimately, we're here to just care for each other and support each other in our evolution. And I think you transcending limited beliefs has helped you to, again, magnify opportunities and a person into your life who's going to fulfill a lot of those qualities that you are looking for in a counterpart, in a partner. Yeah. I think you also just want to feel a lot more free in yourself, right? That sense of adventure, feel more free in yourself. I think even this connection could invite you to consider, I don't know, moving, traveling, or I don't know, just doing things that you typically wouldn't do. So I feel like they just really want you to be open. Very open. Really cool. So interesting. 7 Taurus eyeglasses. Assessment. Assessment. Evaluate options. Perspective. Review. Analyze. Opinion. Judgment. Examine. See clearly. Focus. Awareness. Check the details. Okay. There's something about... we're pretty much getting a lot of the connection, but I think you're learning how to see yourself clearly and see more of what you want, what you desire to create in your life. You've taken the time to assess and be like, what makes me happy? But more than that, I think they want you to just focus or be aware. I'm going to get some clarifiers, but be aware of what's happening in this connection as well. Again, like I said, this is something that is taking maturity, and everything that we do or create, as much as beautiful as like magic exists in this world, we still have to make decisions and choices. Like we just do. We have to decide what's right for us. We have to choose to do what's better for us. But so I'm thinking, they really want you to assess and think about anything new that's coming into your life and really consider it and think like, is this what I want? It's you can decide if this is for you or if this is not for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for 3 wands popped out immediately for the eyeglasses. I feel like that's the only one. Tell me more about the eyeglasses. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera phone off. The World card was the first one to pop up. Interesting. Yeah, I think there's a lot about travel coming up for this group. And I was talking about the 3 wands too. That's usually about possibly like ships traveling. Okay, can you tell us more about the eyeglasses, please? King of Swords. Okay, that's definitely about assessing like details for sure. And we have your 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. Really cool. So they want you to just be aware of... Hold on, I need one more. Tell me more about this. 7 eyeglasses and what's going on here with this energy. 4 of Swords. Clarify that 4 of Swords. I'm sorry, it's driving me crazy. I'm like, it's my day 1 hair. What do we, day 1 curls? And it's usually like the day 1 curls. You can't really control it as much. It's so funny. Judgment. Clarify the Judgment. Oh, okay. 6 of Swords and Pentacles. Okay. So they just want you to be aware there is a beautiful shift that is happening in your life right now. I think you can energetically feel it, right? You feel like you're changing here. And definitely with that World card, it's like completion on to the next. You're ready for the next level. You're ready for the next thing to enter into your life. Possibilities. And with that 6 of Swords, it's like move on to the new. So for sure, what they're telling you to assess and review and analyze. There may be some paperwork. There might like literally just be some paperwork that you're being asked to fill out to take on like a new job, for example, with this King of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. So I think this is a job that's going to afford you a really, like something really comfortable, something that is very stable and can give you some long-term success here. 3 of Pentacles, like working with this new group of people. So they just want you to assess like the paperwork or the contract that's coming in. They want you to make sure it is everything that you want on it. Here, they really want you to, with that 4 of Swords, like meditate, and with that judgment card, like meditate and really think about, like this woman is in front of a shrine. She's praying. They need you to meditate and really think about it, because I think you're being asked to make some kind of important decisions. And for some of you, it's like traveling, or it's like a big job position with that King of Swords. It's like a big position here where it's like, whoa, it's very different. Very much a promotion for some of you as well. So they just want you to take that into consideration and just evaluate, what you want. What are your options? Because you have options, and they need you to know that. Like, you got options. In terms of, like, a contract coming towards you, you have options. Okay. You want to clarify the pineapple reconciliation here We have here Nine of Pentacles first. Okay. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, cool. I think that's the dynamic between you and this other person. And we have here Four of Cups. Yeah. Someone reaching out to you. You know what? For some of you, you can be offered some kind of position or opportunity, like your dream job, to do something that you're really gonna love. Like, you're gonna feel so connected to it. So for some of you, it's like there's a possibility of a relationship, but for some of you, this is like a dream job, and it's very unique, it's very different, because of that trickster energy. It's unconventional, and perhaps you want that. You know, you don't want a conventional 9 to 5. You want something that's unique, that's different here. The shadow attribute is manipulating others through duplicity. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, just make sure you guys look at the fine print. So with that Four of Cups, it's like an opportunity, right? Message in a bottle coming towards you. Out of nowhere. It could be, the Four of Cups can also represent, this is something you wouldn't have normally considered doing. Like, it invites you to keep an open mind. It's like, this is not something that I would typically imagine myself doing, but this is something with this Knight of Pentacles that's going to afford me to live a lifestyle where I feel comfortable. You know, I can choose to buy that dream car I've always wanted to, or live in that home that I've always desired for myself. It's going to afford you that, from what I can see. With the King of Pentacles energy as well, I feel like that's the person that's coming towards you. Someone who's just very good at business and putting in the work, has a really good... has a very good head on their shoulders as well. Someone's very good at communicating and talking to people, letting them know what's going on. So just know that open communication, this person, it's very important for them. Also someone who's just like very humble, even if they've created a lot of success for themselves, you know, with this mature man energy, they may have created a lot of success or status for themselves. They're still humble enough to talk to their neighbors. You know, just to be relatable. So this person, feel comfortable to talk to them and let them know, hey, if you don't like what's in the contract, just let them know what's going on. But with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like they see that you're of value. And with that heart chakra energy, this is a heart chakra reading. Just know that the more you do what you love, you're acknowledging that you are resourceful. You're resourceful at what you do. Okay, so let's just see what affirmation cards they have for you today. Okay, we have here, I choose what I become. There you go. Yeah, if you guys ever wanted to decide on the path, right, with the sailboat, if you ever want to decide what you're interested in creating, this is your time, right? You choose what you become. We also have here, I will be productive and energetic today. Nice. Yeah, very much. This is going to be an opportunity where you get to do what you love. So your energy that you bring to it, that positivity, that productivity is going to be important to keep it going, to keep it afloat. Is there any final messages you want to let this group know in regards to their heart chakra guides? Their hermits. And the Knight of Pentacles. And the Temperance card. Okay, so I think just self-care is going to be very important with that Hermit card. Virgos are actually very good at self-care because they're hermits. They like just spending time by themselves and just doing whatever. So just make sure you take care of yourself. With the Knight of Pentacles, that can be about creating a routine for yourself. This is also about planting those seeds so you can generate whatever plant success that you want to experience on the other side of it. So like this woman's in a bathtub. Take a bath, take care of yourself. Hermit card is about also just delving in and making sure when you're taking care of yourself, you make sure that you're doing things that you really want to do. That's what we're here to do. I know there's a lot of ideas. We think we think we're supposed to work. We think we're supposed to do this. Like you are here to enjoy your life. And if anything, with that Hermit card, they're asking you to enjoy your life and find that balance in your day-to-day routine. Find that balance in that day-to-day. Like they're just saying, take care of yourself. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Okay, group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely smoky quartz, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, so as usual, I will pull energies first, then I will unveil your, meditate with a crystal, unveil your oracle cards, and pull tarot. Okay, so guides, dial me into the energies of group number 2. Okay, so seeing 3 plugs and 3 cords attached to it, connected to one cord. So it's like, it was a cord that split off into 3 different directions that were plugged into 3 plugs coming out of the wall here. Okay. So I think it'll be important for you to charge up. I mean, that's very interesting. So it looks like you guys are being asked to put your energy in multiple areas of life. And they need you to get charged up or revved up for this, for sure. And I'm just getting this energy of like plug in. Plug in to me conveys this energy. It conveys this message of participate or be present in your life. Be present in what's going on. So don't be disengaged. You know, if you're disengaged, it's going to be hard for things to shift in your life in order for real change or transformation to happen. Yeah, I'm just getting this sort of this energy of ready, get, set, go. Ready, get, set, go, plug in, get ready for shifts, changes to happen. You're about to be very much activated, but I feel like the universe is also granting you this this energy as well. So it's, if you're feeling very like a lot of energy to do things, the universe is granting you the energy you need, like 3 plugs. It's like, so it's going to be like, maybe you're going to have more energy than you typically do. You're going to be more excited and more passionate than you usually are when it comes to doing something. So I feel like things are going to start moving along and they want you to get really excited about this. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, interesting. I kept morphing, so I wasn't quite sure what was going on. So I was being connected to, yeah, you guys are going to have a lot of energy. So I was getting the reference of like Michael Phelps, the swimmer, Olympian champion. You may have heard of him. But I feel like the universe is granting you a lot of energy to get done what you're going to get it done. So there's something about like get ready. It's like you're training for the Olympics or something. You're training for something. You're getting ready for something. And I think they just need you to be in your best tip-top shape in order for you to be activated here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what the crystal here wants to say, the smoky quartz. I just saw him doing like the butterfly, like Michael Phelps, he was like doing the butterfly and he was swimming really quickly, and like something about power keeps coming through in this reading, because the 3 plugs and the Michael Phelps swim, power like packs a lot of power. You're gonna pack a lot of power. So universe, I think things are just gonna open up for you a little bit easier than they typically would. So it's going to be easier for you to access resources, get done what you need to get done. It's more importantly, it's just going to be easier for you to access your own energy. Like you're going to have this drive to do something, to get it done. It's like, I need to do this. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so the crystal. Yeah, I'm also getting this energy. It's going to be important for you to embrace being very flexible towards what's coming towards you. I was getting, I don't know, it was like a feather or a tree of some sort, and it was just like flapping in the wind. So it's like something about flexibility, and being very like adaptable or flexible on your feet. Yeah, I was also getting earlier, I was seeing like a chair and it felt like it tipped over and fell down. So something about like be adjustable to stumbling or things not, or just getting back on your feet. That's what I'm getting as well. They need you to be flexible. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I think your crown chakra is going to be very activated. Like you're going to have a lot of strong ideas or insights that are going to be coming to you at this time. So most definitely take the inspired action. So I feel like the universe is like giving you a lot of ideas, because I'm seeing someone with a big head. So I think they're giving you a lot of ideas, but they just need you to act on those ideas and communicate. I'm seeing someone talk. So communicate your desires, communicate what needs to be said here as well. Yeah, I'm getting the energy of a father watching over his kids. So it's like if you have a dream, embrace that masculine energy within you to protect and care for and nourish your dream. Anything else that wants to come through? I feel like I'm seeing two people talk here. Yeah, just make sure you're, if you have whatever your job, whatever it is that you're doing, just make sure you're communicating directly to people, letting them know what's going on. Just be present for that communication. Sometimes it's easy for us to misread or miss what other people are saying because we're so busy thinking like we're in our heads, or we're just not present, we're not connecting. But I'm just seeing like connecting here. It's like make sure you connect, or people connects with who they are and what their motivations are too. If you have a team of people you're working with, also connect with your own motivation. What is your drive? What is your motivation for what it is that you're doing and you're creating as well? But really cool, lots of energy. Okay, let's unveil your oracle cards. Yeah. Okay, group number 2. Really cool. I think you guys are most definitely in this transition space of needing to take the time to really acknowledge the growth, the things that you have feared. You are releasing a lot of, I would like to just call it kind of like karmic energy. So that's that old energy that we're attached to. It's the things that we were taught. You're still learning how to kind of like work past those limiting beliefs. For a lot of you, it's like a mental limiting beliefs that have stopped you from wanting to move towards your desires. And I think you guys are very cerebral. I feel like you guys maybe can be overthinkers, and the mind can be really powerful for helping us get in connection with our crown chakra and getting those like powerful downloads or insights for how we can create a better life for ourselves. But sometimes we can get caught up in the mind games, and they're most definitely asking you to move on from any of the mind games that have been playing up there in your head here. So if it comes to like a job situation or whatever has, you feel like you felt abandoned or you felt alone with this not hiring 32 despair, where you're just really disappointed about the outcome of it, just know that now's the time for you to move on from that situation. Now's the time for you to move towards what you've been always wanting. And perhaps you've been in this state of like low energy where you just felt very discouraged about certain shifts that need to happen. But as challenging as it is, we do need to fight for our we need to connect with ourselves, and we need to fight for the light. Like if we didn't have to fight for the light, what would be our purpose here in this world? So it's like, even if we are in that place of darkness with that smoky quartz energy, it is so important for us to choose the light no matter what. So you're in the space with this Oatkar 8 Pisces of moving on. You're ready to move on. You're ready to overcome a lot of those stuck in the past, back in time, family patterns. So it's like family patterns or any kind of issues that have been holding you back. The universe is calling for you to release that and let it go. Exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So with those destructive impulses, most definitely take the time to think about, what are my destructive impulses? I always say, it starts with awareness, and then it starts with consistency and applying that awareness, and then choosing better actions. So if we choose actions that are overtaken by the 5 senses, we react to life as opposed to responding, then we're not really in control. We're giving away our power. Right, and Gary Zukov talks about this in The Seat of the Soul. He talks a lot about power and how all the little ways that we give away power. You know, if we work for money, we're actually giving away power. If we do things that we don't like, we're giving away our power. So those are all little moments where you're giving away your power because we've been programmed to do so. So your job then, your task, your challenge then would be figure out, how do I reclaim that power back? You start making conscious choices and decisions that direct you towards feeling empowered, feeling like I'm creating this life. I'm doing this because I want to. And I feel like that it most definitely is the journey that this group is embracing for themselves here. With this elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So just know that any of the failures or disappointments you've experienced, perhaps around finances, pay attention to your finance, or job situations, just know that all of that was there to teach you something. And what I'm here to teach you on my channel is about what my guides are always teaching me is what real freedom is. Real freedom, not being a slave to society, not being a slave to certain programming, but really choosing the life that you want to create for yourself. So just know that all of that helped for you to gain so much wisdom. With that elephant energy, you have so much wisdom that you've gained from those past experiences. But now it's time to get on track and focus. So you guys are ready to get on track, and the universe is sending you that energy with this poised 48, right? She looks so energetic. She's also on a pedestal. So perhaps part of the reason why things weren't working out is because you weren't fully understanding your worth. And you have to understand and remember that you are an eternal soul. No one could possibly pay you enough for that soul, and they couldn't even take it if they wanted to. So truly, you are priceless. You're priceless at the core, but we're so sometimes lost in our human state that we think I'm just this. And I'm like, no, you're an eternal soul. And no one can take that from you. You're priceless. And now that you're able to connect with and understand your worth more, you're feeling so much more supported. Elevate support number 35 here. This card is about the Divine Mother. So perhaps you've had to take the time to re-nurture yourself, to care for yourself, to be kind to yourself. And I know that's definitely something, you know, if you have very critical parents, or if you've just had a really traumatizing upbringing where people said things or used harsh language or a harsh way, and they called it love, just know that the universe is here to show you what real love is. And they're here to help you to remother yourself, and to know that for some of you, you've had to take on responsibility really early, and it's just put that extra pressure on you, and you just have this programming of pressure and weight that you always have to keep on you, like expectations to upkeep a certain reputation or upkeep yourself in a certain way. Just know that now's the time for you to feel supported in your journey and what you want to create for yourself. Okay. So we have lots of 3s, so that most definitely progress is happening in your life. 3 and 5 add up to 8 here. We have an 8 here, so I think there is prosperity, abundance, and an 8 here. Prosperity, abundance, and stability with this number 4 is coming towards you here. And they want you to pay attention to your finances. Let's go ahead and find out why using tarot. And let's just do some quick encouraging affirmation cards first. Says here, perfect health is my right. I claim it now. We also have here, my thoughts are positive and optimistic today. Yeah, it's a mental journey. That's pretty much where the main battle is. You know, I know a lot of people get caught up in fighting other people out here. They're in the comment section saying this, saying that. And I'm just like, really, you're just battling with yourself. And I was reading I'm rereading Gary Zukov's The Seat of the Soul. I think I read it years ago. Honestly, it's been so long that I don't even remember. But I do remember reading some of it. I don't know if I finished it. But he was talking about... really, those people just want to live in the illusion. They want to stay stuck in the box, the illusion. That's up to them. It doesn't give them freedom, but some people are content to be in the illusion. And you guys are not content to be in the illusion, which is why you're on my channel. Because you really want to free yourself of this matrix here. We got this divine matrix here in the background. You want to free yourself of the matrix. You want to really feel free to be yourself, and free to express yourself, and free to live in a way that feels attuned to you. And what they're giving you as advice is, my thoughts are positive and optimistic today. You have to go over the affirmations as often and as frequently as you need to retrain your subconscious mind to see things a little bit differently, feed it different information. With the perfect health is my right, and I claim it now. I I would say don't get fixated on perfect, but health is your right for sure. And most definitely claim it now. So I was just getting that, you know, with that, the 3 plugs powering, like now's the time for you to get your energy back, to really create what you want. Now's the time for you to get the energy back, for you to feel like yourself again, or feel alive again, or feel great here. All right. Let's go ahead and look into, I want to look into the purse. Pay attention to your finances. I want to know why they want you to pay attention to your finances. Tell us more about the purse. We have here King of Pentacles. That's pretty good. I'm like, that's pretty good for pay attention to your finances. Tell us more about the purse. Pay attention to your finances. Ace of Swords. Okay. Well, there's a new beginning coming in for you guys. Okay. Some of you are getting the idea that you need to create a sustainable future for yourself. And so you're entering perhaps like a planning stage where you're taking into consideration, okay, what is it I want to do? You're being empowered by this King of Pentacles energy. They're saying you can create this experience if you want to. You just need to start with the clarity. First, you know, be honest with yourself. What do you actually want? What kind of life do you want? So part of the reason that people can't sustain the abundance that they really want in their lives is because they're lying to themselves. And if you're on my channel, it's probably because you've expanded your consciousness. You can't just go to work for money. It needs to mean something to you. And I feel like the universe is most definitely sending you with that Ace of Swords, and I was seeing the big head, right? They're sending you a huge, ginormous idea or clarity for you to see that this is what you're made for. You know, you're going to feel like that with that King of Pentacles energy. This is what I'm made for. Also, some of you can be giving an opportunity from someone else as well. With that Two of Wands, it could be like someone could be offering you an opportunity. A King of Pentacles person could be offering you an opportunity for you to establish abundance in your life. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else I would like to let this group know. Yeah, what would you like to let this group know, guys, for this reading? 3 Pentacles, yeah. Tell us more about the 3 Pentacles. Yeah, I think now's the time for you to learn. Okay, really cool. They're already showing me people, so there is something about working with a team. But I think now's the time for you to learn or re-educate yourself on something different. So one thing that actually works really well for me is I love being inspired and I love learning new things. So what's actually gets me really excited is becoming a student of life. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm new at it. I love learning things. I love learning how to do something new. And I don't know who does that, but there's someone who literally, like, I have like my brother-in-law, his aunt, she loves getting college degrees because she loves learning. It's just her thing. And she's great at it. She's phenomenal at it. Such a smart woman. But keeping yourself learning, re-educating yourself about things is a great way for you to get that energy back and that inspiration back. And I think some of you just like, I need that inspiration. You know, I just really need to feel inspired by life. What are you curious about? What are you interested in learning here? But there is something about working with people. We have the 10 of Cups here. So there's a lot of happiness that is entering into your life. And they're most definitely saying, get ready, open your heart for this here. You have gone through most definitely a dark night of the soul here. I'm picking up with this energy, a dark night of the soul, but this has all been for you. They're saying you gained wisdom. So they're not saying that this struggle has been for nothing. They're like, no, you gained one of the most vital things here, which is wisdom, so that you can open your consciousness, expand your consciousness, and realize you are a free, fluid, creative being. You can create your reality. And you're most definitely opening up to this, I can create my reality. What do I want? What's going to make me happy? What life have I always dreamed of? It's time to move on from, and you're realizing this, it's time to let go of the old because it's weighty energy, and it's holding me back from this bright future or this bright present or enjoying the present moment in the way that I can. Okay, so tell us more about the 3 Pentacles. Okay, we have here the World card. Tell us more. World card has been popping up like it's it's so interesting. It's just where we're at energetically. 5 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, yeah. So for a lot of you, this was like a previous work situation that was just not working for you. Not the right environment, not the right people. This is something that the universe was trying to show you. This is a lesson for you to understand. You need to walk away from this because this was not your place. This was not your job. This was not your thing. Their universe is trying to redirect you towards your desires, your 10 of cups. They're trying to redirect you towards your 10 of cups because you asked for this and you set the intention for it. And part of you might just be mentally resisting it because this is normal. It is normal to battle with yourself back and forth and have to choose the light. But you're just kind of in this phase where you're learning how to make more conscious decisions to move you towards the light, to move you towards the life that you're wanting to create for yourself, like truly freeing yourself with the divine matrix, choosing authentic power over external power, which isn't real. It's an illusion. So it's not really power. It crumbles under pressure. So you're deciding for yourself, I want to choose to embrace authentic power. I want to choose to build my life off of decisions that are truly going to make me happy. And guess what? Some things have closed. So the universe has closed some doors off because they're redirecting you. So think about it. You're in a maze, right? And your guide through the universe knows exactly how to guide you through the maze so you get out of there no problem. And there are going to be some like trap doors or whatever that are, it looks like a door, but then they're going to close it off. You're going to be like, I thought that was the door. But they're needing you to almost like close your eyes and like listen. So if you close your eyes, you listen to your intuition, you listen to your gut, you're going to be guided through that maze, no problem. But if you're choosing to make these decisions off of the programming that you used before with this new expanded view of life, then it's not going to work for you. You're going to hit wall after wall after wall because the universe is like, you've expanded your consciousness. We're trying to get you to move in a different direction. There's a lesson unfolding here for you to understand that you need to stop making it hard on yourself with that 9 of Wands and that 5 of Swords. Like some of you, it has been like that survivor, very much Beyonce, I'm a survivor, or also lady, okay, I forgot her name. Okay, anyways. You have survived struggles. You've overcome this. You've gained the wisdom. Walk away with that 5 of Swords. Walk away from situations. Walk away from those negative thought patterns that are pulling you down and are not serving you. Now's the time for you to go towards what makes you happy. End it. That World card, end it. It's trying to end, and some of you might be just toggling back and forth with it right now, but you need to push through like an Olympian. You've acquired some skills. Clarify that 9 of Cups, please. We have here the 4 of Swords. Tell us more. Yeah, there's so much peace that wants to come into your life. The universe, yeah, most definitely, there's some people being introduced into your life that are here to bring peace. But ultimately, you guys are learning how to create more of the life that you want for yourself. So there's so much healing with that 4 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, clarifying the 10 of Cups. There's so much healing that you have experienced for yourself. So much awareness. You have dived inwards so deeply to understand yourself more. And the universe wants to grant you this 10 of Cups because of it. So just let it come to you. Let's see whatever final advice I have for you. Final advice for this group. Jupiter, 5th house, Aries. Jupiter, 5th house, Aries. Okay. Yeah, what did I say about all the energy? Jupiter, 5th house, Aries. Dang, y'all are lit. Yeah. So what's interesting, Jupiter will be going into Aries soon if it's not already in it by the time I upload this. Like April? Sometime around there. But Jupiter, Aries, and Leo. It's time for you to create the life that you want. They just keep saying, like, the door is opening for you to create the life that you want. It is the beginning with that Aries card. It's like you're pioneering something new, pioneering something different. And they just want you to expand into this experience. The 5th house is all about getting, creating. So if you get the downloads or the ideas that comes through, you want to go ahead and, like, create the idea. Take action on it. Take the inspired action. There's a lot of inspiration. This group, you're going to feel incredibly inspired. And you need to be taking that inspired action to create the vision connected to it. Okay. Anything else you want to let us know about advice for this group that needs to come through here? For some of you, you may be healing a relationship with a mother. I didn't say that with the elevate support, but some of you might be healing like the karmic situation with your mother or a mother figure or a parental figure or a guardian in your life. And you're understanding that perhaps they didn't give you the support in the way that The thing is, we think that they're supposed to, but sometimes it's just meant to be that way. You know, sometimes it's just like karmic lessons for us to understand how to give our own, like, become a child of the divine. It's like, I honestly would not have become a child of divine without all of the crazy things I've witnessed and experienced in my life. You know, I wouldn't have woken up. So all of that was probably designed for you to wake up. You're waking up, or you've woken up. Now it's time for you to move forward. Here, it's move forward. So they're really encouraging you to release or let go what is no longer valid. They really want you to let go what is no longer valid to your situation anymore. There's happiness that wants to come towards you. This disappointing, things that have just disappointed you and hurt you and just made you feel very broken. It's time for you to move on. And move on towards like a lot of with a lot of enthusiasm. So I think a lot of you just have this like passion or desire to create something. We're not here to have a job, but most definitely there's something that jobs, what work is for, is it helps us to master, and helps us to master ourselves. And there's a door opening for you to master yourself or learn some kind of mastery in what it is you're trying to create here. And I think a lot of you are calling for you to be like your boss or a teacher of some sort that maybe people need with that Jupiter. A teacher of this sort that people can use. Yeah, or just a powerful at what you do. Can you tell us more about that Jupiter in the 5th house in Aries? Okay, we have here King of Wands. What did I say? Michael Phelps, man. That's you. You're the Olympian. You know, Michael Phelps, by the way, I don't think I got this reference by accident, but he struggled and struggles with depression, and he just acknowledged, okay, I have depression. And he realized just by acknowledging I have depression, he can still do amazing, great things. He can still get so excited about life, enthusiastic, passionate, and feel so charged up to inspire other people in spite of it. So I'm telling you, you are not what your situation is. And I think for a lot of you with that health, it could be like a mental health situation that it's really been pulling you down. Yeah, you are Michael Phelps, okay? Group number 2, you're Michael Phelps, okay? This is your domain. This is your domain to create the life that you want. Let's go. Let's do it. The thing is, if the universe is showing me this is your energy, you have it. You are very much an authoritative figure who can inspire people here. You can inspire people. You can show them how do you overcome certain situations. You can maybe share your story, be authentic in that. But a lot of you, yeah, like teacher leadership is what the universe is calling you towards right now. It's like you are here to be a leader of your own life. It's time to rev up. It's time to rev up. Like whatever was not working out before, I'm telling you, it's going to be 10 times better moving forward because you're conscious. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thanks. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely orange calcite, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull energies first, and then I will meditate with the crystal, and then I will unveil your oracle cards, and I'll show you the perspective using my iPhone, and then I'll pull tarot. Okay, let's just see what wants to come through. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 3. Show me what you want me to show them. Okay, well, I heard the words merry-go-round first, and then I was seeing kind of like a mountain with snow on top, and I was hearing summit. Merry-go-round and summit. Very interesting. Yeah, I think maybe you're just in a space where things are going to be more merry for you. So the cycle that you're in your life right now is for you to embrace becoming more merry, or there's a merry cycle coming into your life, basically. So yeah, excited, vigoration, energy. Summit, I think there's a opportunity for you to achieve something, or you're going to feel like you've achieved something. But I'm kind of getting this competitive energy. You know, when you're climbing Mount Everest, like the people who choose to do that, so competitive. Like they're competitive with themselves. And it's very inspiring. It's really cool to see. But I think there's a part of you that feels like it's time for me to feel like really competitive and inspired to climb up this mountain, this summit, and to get to the top of something. And I think part of you is just starting to see, like your eyes are starting to open up to a vision of something that's motivating you to climb up. And we all need that. You know, we all need some kind of like an exciting motivation to inspire us or to move towards it. And that comes, you know, once in a while. Sometimes your life is like quiet, peaceful, it's chill. But sometimes we want to feel inspired to climb up and go towards our desires and feel inspired to create something. But yeah, there's endurance, persistence coming through here. Endurance, persistence, respect. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through with the crystal. Okay, well, I heard silly rabbit tricks are for kids. What? Okay, there's some kind of like playful kid-like energy that's coming through. So I think the universe is very much encouraging you with that, around that heart chakra energy, for you to get excited, feel a lot more playful, like a kid, like a child, and to just, you know, try not to take life so seriously. Try not to take life so seriously. You are a child of divine. You don't have to take life that seriously. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Okay. Yeah, so the last thing I heard was Hold On. I was listening to a song by Ford, EDM artist, and it was called Hold On. So, yes, I think there's something about holding on to your dream, holding on to something. We do need, oh my gosh. Life can just be so challenging sometimes. We do need to hold on. And I feel like that climbing up Mount Everest, it almost feels like you guys have been, it's like either a dark night of the soul, or you've been going through some kind of internal challenge with yourself personally, or some kind of life challenges that you've just had to keep climbing, keep going, and there's something you're climbing towards, or you're learning how to overcome. And I feel like the universe is just, they're encouraging you, like, keep going, because you're about to enter into like this sweet spot. So I feel like some of you in this group have been putting in some kind of work, effort, energy into climbing up towards more of your desires or whatever it is that you want. And you're entering it into a space where it's going to be very sweet, because you're about to reap the rewards of your harvest, or you're about to get some kind of acknowledgement or validation, or something's going to shift here in your physical reality where you're going to see, wow, that's what I've been putting all the work, energy, effort into trying to achieve here. And now I'm so happy that I did that. I allowed myself to do that. I just feel like you're going to be able to enjoy whatever it is that you've been pushing through. You're going to hit this peaceful place. Some of you, just in general, it might just be the challenges that life has sent you. You've been persistent. You keep going. And you're entering into a space where it's going to feel a lot more lighter, brighter for you to enjoy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can get anything from looking at the crystal. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing a crab at the bottom of the ocean right away. Yeah, so that kind of brings me to like Cancer energy and sensitivity. And excuse me, and this is crab trying to find its home, maybe. I think the achievement that a lot of you are accessing is listening to your heart, but listening to your heart, listening to who you are, understanding more of who you are, making peace with that, like making peace with life, making peace with the way things have been, and most definitely making peace with embracing who you are. Because I'm seeing this crab and it's alone, but it looks very content here at the bottom of the ocean to just be who he is. And crab, or just like any kind of time I get sea animals, it's a lot about listening to your intuition. So you've been listening to your intuition more, to trust yourself, to trust what you can create for yourself, to trust the life that you're building for yourself, to trust that you know how to follow the guidance. And something that I always like to say is, we're not here to solve our problems or fix anything. We're just here to listen. So you know how the body is hardwired to heal? So is our lives are hardwired. Like, we're hardwired to like follow dreams. We're hardwired to know how to create a beautiful life for ourselves. We're hardwired to be happy. You know, we're hardwired for those things. But the only thing that gets us in the way is our own fears. And I think you're just allowing yourself to enjoy life more. Okay. Okay. Man, I feel like my readings be so random sometimes. Because I look at the cards, I'm like, what the heck? There's something going on different in every one of these pictures. Okay, so I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you guys. I didn't really do that for the other groups, but I'm going to do it for you because you're special. But I did have to pull some clarifiers afterwards, but I'm just going to pull some clarifiers for you. Or should I talk about the cards first? Can you tell me about the message of concern? That's the only one I want to clarify for. Message of concern. Tell me more about the message of concern. Queen of Cups. Okay, interesting. Astrology. So group number 3. Really cool. Looking at the cards that we're seeing here. So one thing that's for sure is nothing is for sure. There is a very powerful shift that's happening in your life. There's something that you're manifesting. So remember I was talking about that summit. I think it's happening in September for you guys. That's like going to be some kind of achievement. There's going to be some kind of like important event that shows up in your life by the time the end of September comes around. And it's so interesting that we have that because we also have this card, 6, happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. Very soon. Well, so one thing your guides most definitely want to give you advice on is it is going to be important for you to pay attention to your health with this fly, a period of health and depression. Of ill health or depression. So you might have some kind of depressive thoughts or just concerns that are happening in your life. Pisces season technically started around, I don't know, like the 10th or 11th or 12th of March, somewhere around there. And I've been feeling emotional lately, and I've just been noticing like there have been a lot of moods and emotions. So you might be feeling emotional or be overcoming an emotional period of your life right now where you're just kind of feeling down or you're feeling a lot of emotions or you're feeling the collective energy. Just know that this isn't you. You know, we're all kind of connected to each other. So it's just like lingering around. But you may be processing some things. For sure, they want you to make sure you are attending to your health. So make sure you're taking care of your health and make sure you're attending to those thoughts. You're making sure you're aware. With this message of concern, just make sure you're aware of like what is processing, you know, with the Queen of Cups to clarify it. So just make sure that you're aware of like what emotions are shifting around in your energy here. Take care of yourself for sure. So whatever is happening in September, it is related to you switching around your behaviors. So with this addict, helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. The shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So to me, what this shows me is that you're learning how to make better decisions for yourself. You know, with that Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, you're learning how to create a better, healthy routine for yourself, perhaps when it comes to your emotions, your acknowledgement. Maybe you're learning how to transmute. So something that I like to do a lot is I write songs to process my emotions, you know, especially as sensitives, intuitives, like we feel a lot. So it's just a really great way for me to process my emotions. I even heard Kelly Clarkson talking about how she writes lots of songs all the time to process whatever she's feeling because she feels a lot. And I feel like for this group, yeah, some of you are just very much sensitive artists. Queen of Cups, you very creative. Sensitive artists, the gift of creativity, sacral chakra, number 7. So just make sure you're processing those emotions as opposed to staying stuck with that addiction, staying stuck in negative thought patterns or feelings or emotions, being like, I'm so addicted to my depression, or I'm addicted to my darker emotions. Some of us are, you know, we like it, or we're pulled to it, or we're fixated on it. So I think you're learning how to not be as fixated on those negative emotions. You're learning how to push past it. Here, you see this guy's pushing a wave. It's like, no, I'm not going to give in to this habit. That's what awareness is. That's what the battle is. You know, we think we're battling with people here, we think we're battling with the karmic situations that have happened in our life, but really we're just battling with ourselves and what's going on in here. So I think you're learning how to recognize and confront whatever addictions you have that have been pulling you in not the best space. For sure. But there's some kind of exciting event that's coming towards you. I feel like it's also tied to this message of concern. I feel like someone's going to be reaching out to you here, because we got here soulmates. It's really cool. This person can be an air sign, the great mentalist, or yeah, maybe just very good at communicating. But there's like, I think this is some kind of significant event tied to someone reaching out to you. Could be like business related with this Knight of Pentacles. Like someone's reaching out to you because they're like, they want to work with you, and they see that you have some kind of like creative gifts with this Queen of Cups, creative gifts that you can share with the world. And they're really interested in that. And how that's going to come through, how that's going to work. Yeah. The way I said it, how it's going to come through, how it's going to work. Yeah, I think someone is interested in investing in you're gifted creatively, and with the sacral chakra energy, like you're being called to activate your creative gifts, use your creative gifts, share your creative gifts. And it's just, I think there might be an opportunity also for you to connect with like your soul tribe here with the soulmates energy, like a group of people who really resonate with what you're creating, what you're doing, and who you are. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some affirmation cards, and then we're going to pull some clarifiers to see, in addition, what's coming through. So guys, what would you like to let this group know, or give them affirmations for? Okay, we have here, I set a new standard. I set a new standard. Well, yeah, the summit, right? The competitive energy. So I think some of you, especially that sacral chakra that takes me to Mars, third house, and willpower. But you might have this like competitive energy with yourself to like do something, create things, make things, or be someone, or uphold yourself to a certain standard. So to like a healthy standard of like, I can do better for myself. I can eat better. So they're wanting you to set new standards for yourself in terms of what you're capable of achieving. They want you to think and really imagine and meditate on, what can I do? Who do I want to be? What's possible for me here? What kind of healthy habits can I establish for myself? We also have here, I know and trust that the universe will only bring me loyal, supporting, and loving relationships. Well, looks like the universe is bringing you a loyal and supporting relationship. Otherwise, you're just getting a lot of support from the people who are currently in your life who do feel like soulmates to you. So very beautiful. Soulmate, divine counterpart, just someone who the universe is aligning for you to connect with here. Loyal, supportive, that is, and trusting is what the universe is trying to bring towards you here. And it looks like you're going to be meeting these people relatively soon, with this happening soon. Number 6, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. Craziness. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take this off. All right, so guys, why don't you tell me more about September? What's going on? Ooh, we got the 6 of Pentacles. So it looks like there's a generous opportunity that's coming towards you. Yeah, this is like the summit. Tell us more about this September, please. 5 Cups and the 6 of Wands. Okay, so what's interesting, I think some of you, I don't know if you're currently working on something, or you're going to start something relatively soon where you're going to achieve the outcome or the results by September here. And the 6 of Pentacles can just represent, it could represent someone giving you generosity or recognition, but it can also represent the universe just providing you some kind of outcome or results here with that 6 of Pentacles. So they just want you to be aware with that 5 of Cups. They want you to be aware that your attachment to wanting things to manifest, you need to just be aware of that. Be aware of your emotions and process them, transmute them with that 5 of Cups. Maybe some of you are just like very creative artists and you're like, when am I going to get the recognition? When are people going to care? When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? It's going to happen on divine timing. That's what I'm getting. And with that 6 of Wands, most definitely recognition is coming towards you here, or some kind of celebration about your effort, your work, your efforts that have been put into what you're creating. Anything else you want to tell us about September? We have here 3 of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like you're going to be getting either, if you have like a following of some sort, you're going to be getting the recognition, but there's some kind of success you'll be celebrating around that time here. So that's really exciting. Okay, so with the happening soon, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. Can you tell me about that? What's happening soon? We have the Justice card. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, again, soul tribe energy coming through very strongly for you guys. We have the Chariot card. Yeah. So I feel like you guys are going to achieve some kind of big goal or significant goal by the time September comes around. But before then, whatever is happening soon, it's going to initiate that, or it's going to be the result of that here. The result of what you're creating. The Five of Cups can also represent, what that energy is, someone who... I should have looked more into it. But I feel like whatever big goal you're manifesting by September, it's something that you're like, I've always wanted this, and you've tried and you've been disappointed before. But what's coming towards you soon is, I think, an opportunity. The Justice card can be about some kind of contract of some sort, but you're being connected with the right people with that Four of Wands to establish some kind of victory in your life here with that Chariot card. Like a support system here. So that could be like the connection. This person could be a Cancer with the Chariot card. It's talking about the Cancer. Maybe you're a Cancer or a Libra. Yeah. Anything else you want to tell me about this happening soon? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. It's very interesting. You want to tell me more about the message of concern? The Empress. Tell us more about the message of concern. The Judgment card. Yeah, I feel like there is some kind of success, or there is something coming towards you soon here. It's happening sooner than the September energy here. Some of you might have a birthday in September as well. Yeah. You might have a September birthday. And the Queen of Pentacles would also have a September birthday, or a June, July. Okay, I don't know, all of them. All the earth signs. January. February. But there is something coming towards you soon, pretty soon. This, like, I feel like you're going to get the recognition or the success or the achievement by then, but there is some kind of something coming towards you soon. It could be like a contract to work somewhere or to work with someone. Yeah, it could be a promotion of some sort. But this to me is more like status, whereas the other one is like success or outcome. So with the message of concern, we have the Empress and the Judgment card. Can you tell us more about the message of concern? And we have the Two of Swords. Okay. So the message of concern is about needing to listen to your intuition to understand what is your calling and what it is you feel called to do with that Empress, Judgment card, and Two of Swords. So if you want to create more abundance flow in your life with that Empress card, you want to be taken care of by the universe, then you have to follow the call. And the reason why you're being called to follow the call as opposed to just go to a job to make money is because you've expanded your consciousness to this extent. You can't just go to work for money. You understand that's like BS. For a lot of people, that's not going to create happiness, and that's not going to create a flow of abundance. What's going to help you is for you to do what you love with that Empress energy and feel comfortable in it and be in this magnetic space. Be in this magnetic space for the universe to send you opportunities. And there's most definitely a significant one that's coming towards you with that Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot here. But there's some progress that is going to be happening soon that's going to help you to elevate to some kind of status here. New job, promotion. Okay, what would you like to let the script know, guys? Ace of Pentacles, new job. Tell us more. New love. Tell us more. Nine of Pentacles, success, nice. Okay, so they want you to know, I would say within this year time, you're going to feel a lot more established in what you're doing or what you're creating, okay? From when you're watching this video here. So Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there is a there's new doors, new opportunities, new offers coming towards you. You're in a magnetic space in order for you to receive this. If you feel like things aren't coming towards me, just know that you guys hold a lot of magnetic energy with that sacral chakra, the gift of creativity here, it kind of takes me to like Queen of Wands, and then we had the Queen of Cups earlier. It's like you have this magnetic opportunity. People would like to offer or help you. They would want to work with you because you have that magnetic energy. So it's coming towards you, right? It's really awesome. So I feel like you're going to be entering a space. Again, we're getting that merry-go-round. It's going to feel very much like success, jubilant, exciting, relaxed, comfortable. Okay. What final advice do you have for this group? I should get a clarifier for the... It's so funny. I was going to ask for a clarifier for the person of air, and then the air sign comes out. Aquarius. Tell us more about the person of air. Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. I feel like this is someone coming towards you. Could be someone coming towards you because of love, or just someone who cares about you. You know, I mean, yeah, it could be romance for you guys. For those of you who are currently in connections, it could be you just like connecting, like you're communicating more with the person that you do care about. Like you guys are elevating in your communication with one another. But either way, I think someone is coming towards you. Feels like a new beginning for a lot of you with that Page of Wands and that Ace of Cups here showing up in your reading. It's like someone new, you haven't met this person before. It's going to feel like a new exciting adventure. Venus Aquarius. Can you tell me some more about the Venus Aquarius in the 4th? We have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles again. Hand in hand. Can you tell us more about the 5 of Cups? Queen of Swords. Tell us more. 4 of Swords. And tell us more about the 6 of Pentacles. Tell us more about the 6 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Page of Swords. Oh, this energy is weird. Lots of swords. Okay. One more for the Queen of Swords. Tell us more about the Queen of Swords. The Moon card. The Moon? Ah, not the Moon. Some things just gotta stay hidden. Okay, so with the Venus in... I mean, Venus is about love and pleasure in the 4th house. I feel like this might be connecting with someone. So it's like the connection that some of you guys are creating with someone else. What they're showing me is that this person is just like so real. I think communication is going to be very important with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords for you guys to feel very like connected. So that's going to be important, is for you guys to just make sure you're communicating very honestly with this person who you are. But I think you guys are just going to feel like there's so much to talk about. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about, so much for us to relate to. We both think very similarly. Perhaps you guys have been on similar journeys as well with this 8 of Cups, but it's telling me a lot about like the struggles the person has gone through with that 5 of Cups and that 6 of Cups, or 8 of Cups. 5 of Cups and 8 of Cups. It's like this person has been disappointed, and it could be connections or just certain life situations that they've had to push through. And perhaps this person is reaching out to you because they can relate to you in that sense. Maybe you guys met each other briefly and they're just like, I can relate to that. I've gone through those experiences too. But yeah, it looks like the universe is sending you someone who's like, I can relate to what you've been through. And to me, with that 6 of Pentacles, it's like this is someone who wants to give generously to the connection, to being present in your life. Yeah. Do you want to clarify that Moon card? I think just listening to your intuition, your emotions. Yeah, 9 of Cups. So as far as connections go, you know, you always have to take the time to really assess for yourself, is this the connection I'm interested in? And I think as far as the emotional connection goes, it feels very much like it's there. It's like you guys are very much bonding over very similar emotions, desires, dreams that you want to attain for yourself. That Moon card. Yeah. Almost like a bit of like an intuitive connection to someone. It's like, wow, I think like that too. I feel like that too. Oh, I've been feeling like this too. It's kind of like that. Or it's gonna be like, oh, that's really weird. But it feels so real. Like I was pulling all those cards out and it just like feels so real, like realistic. Like this person is like genuinely This person has gone through things and you guys are just opening up your hearts. You know, this is the heart chakra reading. I kind of forgot that, but you guys are opening up your hearts to each other about like, yeah, I've gone through this in my life and I've gone through this. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of honest conversation going back and forth between the two of you that's going to help you to grow in connection together. So it's really beautiful. But yeah, with the soulmates card, it's like the two penguins, and one penguin has the key, one penguin has the lock. So it's like you guys are unlocking each other's heart. And what's really beautiful about this connection, even if it's the one that you're currently in, is that you two are helping to heal each other, like heal your heart chakras or expand your heart chakras even further, or balance your heart chakras even more by connecting to one another. So I think the universe wants to really show you, like, connect, reach out to people, connect, let people connect to you, let people get to know you, don't hide away. To me, with that Queen of Swords showing up and that Page of Swords, maybe both of you might feel a little bit guarded because you have been hurt or disappointed in the past. Just they want you would encourage to push through that and still open your heart anyways, because trust might be huge here, right? Your trust might have been violated or broken. I like what Kyle C says. He says, like, people say they broke my heart. He's like, they didn't break your heart. They broke your expectations. And sometimes, like, we have expectations. Like, this is how, you expect someone to be in a relationship, and then it's not that way. But really cool. And I think that was just a lesson, whatever disappointing connections that you have, whether it's like your karma family connections or karmic romantic connections or friend connections. It was all for you to learn your worth and to understand that you are deserving of loving and supportive connections. So that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye.